I cannot believe my luck tonight. I have just picked up this entire Nintendo bundle for $50, including the console with both controllers, all the power cords, and these 5 boxed games. Woo! So I thought I'd just go over everything I purchased tonight. So this was a bundle I saw on Marketplace for $50. Absolutely insane for the NES, the 5 games, 2 controllers, and then all the cords. Full disclosure, I have already given the console and the cords and the controllers a bit of a sort of rough clean, just because, you know, they had some gunk on them and whatever, and it's kind of grimy on the hands. But the games I haven't touched, apart from just wiping the dust off. So let's get into it and have a bit of a closer look. Let's start with this console. So this NES is in pretty good condition. Pretty good. Of course I won't know until I power it on and see how well it works, but I imagine, like most consoles that are over 30 years now, the 72 pin connector is probably going to be a bit sketchy, and I'll boil it in water and rebend the pins back so the contacts are tighter, and sand it down and clean it with rubbing alcohol and all that good stuff. And the 2 controllers, they're both in pretty good condition as well. I reckon they're going to be just fine. Okay, so let's get into the games. So we have Excitebike, Super Mario Bros, Donkey Kong, Tennis, and Solstice. I actually have all of these games, and I already have Super Mario Bros and Excitebike in the boxed form, but I'll be keen to see if these boxes are better condition. I'm pretty sure this Mario Bros is better condition than my current one, and if so, I'll be doing an upgrade. So Solstice is probably the one that has the worst box out of all of them. As you can see, it's a bit bent here, but you can straighten all this with a couple of tricks and very patiently and carefully ironing it. But I haven't actually seen the box for this game in person before, and it's really rad. So inside, there's, oh awesome, looks like there's a sleeve. Is there a sleeve in there? Oh, there is, but it's a non-branded Nintendo sleeve, so maybe this game just came like that. And they all appear to be PAL, or maybe this one isn't PAL. But the cartridge looks to be in really good condition. Pins look fine, but like everything, I'll eventually clean it. Yeah, this box, probably the worst condition. But oh, look at that, it's got an actual Nintendo sticker on it from the retail store. That's pretty cool. So we'll clean that one up. Tennis, this is the second copy of Tennis I've found in 3 days, which is pretty insane. I haven't been doing much video game hunting in recent years since we had kids, but this last week is just, my luck is shining down on me. So there's the cartridge, instruction manual, and a Nintendo branded sleeve. Bit of a dent, but that's okay. Cartridge looks really, really good. 3-pin. Pins look okay. I already have a manual for Tennis, and oh, this feels like it's got a bit of water damage. Man, I love this seal. Yeah, it's a bummer that it's got a bit of water damage. My current manual that I already own for this game is probably in better condition, so I'll end up keeping that, and I'll probably sell this one. I'm not going to try and tear these pages apart just yet. I've got some tricks that I'll do later on to try and separate them without damaging the paper too much. And if I do that now, I might tear it. So let's put that back aside. This box is for a 30 to 35-year-old box. Same deal. It's got one of these little Nintendo stickers. Look really closely, you can see it says Nintendo there up the top. That's really cool. So that's Tennis. Up next we have Donkey Kong. This box, probably the second best condition out of all of them that I have. Let's see if it's got the instruction manual as well. Most of these, as you can see how it's sitting down low, NES cartridges came with a little piece of styrofoam at the bottom, so when it's at the bottom, when you open up, everything sits at the top level, but I don't think any of these have it. So we've got the cartridge, the instruction manual, and another non-branded Nintendo sleeve. So all of these cartridges, even though the boxes are somewhat beat up, all the cartridges look really, really good. I think the guy, I'm assuming, had it sitting in a garage for a long time. All this stuff here, this is just dirt. Like, I can get that looking almost brand new with practically no effort. Let's have a look in the instruction manual. I don't own an instruction manual for Donkey Kong. So this is cool. And it's also got a bit of moisture damage, which is unfortunate, but I'd rather have a manual with moisture damage than not have one at all. Oh man, look at these instructions. And take advantage of jumps. Oh, so cool. Little sprite graphics. I know you can look up all this stuff in a second on the internet, but it's just something so magical about flicking through an old manual for those nostalgia feels. Anyway, so that's Donkey Kong. That's pretty cool. Ooh, the OG. This is like a different art print to the one I have, how it's got some, is that Italian? I'm not entirely sure. This box is pretty clean. There's that looks like the G from a big W. So I can get this sticker residue off pretty easily and get that looking back to its former glory. And it's pretty good corners. Oh, it's got a bit of plastic from the store hanger. If I try and take that off, I'll probably end up losing that black image, so I'll probably just leave that on there. What a game. This was the first Nintendo game I ever experienced. I remember going to our friends who lived across the road when I was a kid and just being absolutely amazed with the technology of controlling this character on the screen, and that's what got me hooked. So let's have a look inside. So we've got a NES branded sleeve. Cartridge looks really good. Just needs a bit of a clean. Back's all fine. And we've got the manual. This manual seems to be in pretty good condition. This might actually be better condition than my current one. So I might be doing a manual upgrade and assembling my current one. Oh man, what a game. All the enemies and power-up items. Honestly, sometimes when I have spare time, I don't even play the old games. I literally just get out my old manuals and flick through them, and all my guidebooks and my promotional posters. I just love the literature associated with retro gaming. So cool. Secret tricks! What? The bulldozer attack. And anything written in the notes? Oh, just fix that up. Yeah, so that's really cool. And then finally, I know this is pretty common, but I loved this game. I have so many different versions of this game. Excitebike. When BMX bandits were huge in the 80s and 90s and everyone was right into riding their BMX push bikes, because we were too young to ride motorbikes, and then there came out a video game where you could control a little dude riding a motorbike. Oh, so cool. So we've got the cartridge. What else is in here? We've got the sleeve. Is there a manual? Oh, there's a manual, yes. Let's have a look at the cartridge first. So, ooh, looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a scratch on his helmet. I think my current one's in better condition. 85. So crazy. Some of it, like 30, 35 years old, these games. Insane. It's insane that they're just, you can still be found in Brisbane, just on someone who lives relatively close to your house, who's had them sitting in their garage or their parents' garage for 30 years. Oh, this manual's a bit bit, how's it going? One really cool thing about this game is it lets you design your own tracks. So essentially, like, you know, it was the first sort of like builder game, like here, yeah. So you had all these different different ramps and obstacles and jumps you could put in your own tracks. I remember just spending hours designing my own tracks and then racing on them. It was absolutely awesome. So yeah, there we have it. 5 games, the NES, 2 controllers, all the power leads. That's nothing that exciting to listen to. So I just cannot get over my luck. What a find. Ew.